Hey everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel, and today's video is about mangoes. Well, mangoes, you must be wondering, why am I talking about mangoes? Even those dogs are barking. Anyway, so let me tell you what happened. Recently you must have heard this news that this man, this young gentleman, was arrested because he had eaten 2 mangoes from a tree that belongs to an MLA here in Assam. 2 mangoes. He had eaten 2 mangoes and he was arrested. Now how bad is that? On a sultry summer like this that we're having right now, in the month of June, I'm sure everybody would love to have mangoes and different kinds of fruits. So obviously if this poor man wanted to have a mango, it's okay. And I went on to Twitter and I told that MLA that be kind. It's okay to let other people have mangoes, and if you share your mangoes from your tree, you are going to get more back in mangoes, or you're going to get more back in blessings, because that's what my mother always used to tell me. Give and you will be given. That's what she always told me. But here we've noticed that we've become really stingy with things. How come in my state of Assam, which is known as the Golden State amongst all the states, here we are arresting a man for eating mangoes? This is very, very sad. What are we going to? Where are we going? Which direction are we heading to? If we cannot let people have the fruits from our own trees, then what point is there in having your trees at all? My mother, I remember, used to have guava trees in her compound. She used to have mango trees. She used to have jackfruit trees. And the minute these fruits used to be ripe enough for people to eat, she would pluck them, she would take them off the tree, and then she would distribute amongst her neighbors. She even did the same thing when my father used to have this huge kitchen garden when we were staying in our agricultural campus. And my father used to always make sure that during the winters, when I used to go spend time with him, he would come up with this huge kitchen garden where all the varieties of vegetables would be there. We'd have lettuce and carrot and beetroot, beans, then peas, cabbage, cauliflower, pumpkins, everything was available. And I still remember I used to be the happiest person when I used to carry this basket of vegetables which my mother had packed. There'd be potatoes, there'd be onions as well, there'd be cucumber, there'd be lettuce, there'd be a sprig of coriander, all kinds of vegetables in a basket, and she'd say, go and give this to this neighbor and that neighbor and all the neighbors around that area. And I used to love doing that chore, I used to love going and doing that piece of work. So here we have a poor man who wants to have mangoes, and he's being punished for that. Now we need to share. I think this is totally outrageous. In a place like Assam, in a state like Assam, where we are abundant with fruits and vegetables and all kinds of things, we need to show more kindness. I think it's okay if somebody is plucking mangoes from your tree. It's okay if somebody comes into your compound and says, I want to have a couple of guavas from your tree. It's okay to give it. You are not going to lose anything. You've already tasted those fruits yourself. So it's okay to share it with others. And like my mom always keeps saying, giving and sharing is caring, and the more you give, the more you'll get back. I always thought that if I give my toys, I'll get back more toys in return. It doesn't happen like that, my dear friends. It's that the more you give, you get back a lot of blessings in return. When you're kind, when you're loving, when you're sweet to others, a lot of sweetness comes back to you. Yesterday, I was at the hotel, and there were some people who were asking me, how come I'm so radiant? Well, it's just that, I'm like this. And they were asking me, how come you're so radiant? How come you've gone back on your age? I'm not saying that I'm not showing off or something, but then I'll tell you what I did. Then my biggest mantra is to be a lover. If you read my profile, it is always said that I am a lover by default. So anytime anybody wants anything from me, I am like, Okay, cool, take it. I remember my handbags, I still remember I used to have these handbags, and then people used to say, I really like that handbag. And I used to say, okay, give me another bag where I can carry my stuff and you can take this bag. I've used it enough and then you can take it now. There have been friends who have come to my home, they've come from events and they say that, can you give me a change of clothes? I want to wear that. And there have been clothes which they've worn with tags still intact, and they've taken them and they've never bothered to return. That's okay. It's theirs now. So it's okay to give. It's okay to give, and it's okay to share whatever you have. You will never become less in anything if you just hand over your money or your things, your clothes, whatever you have in your hands. I have seen these videos of people handing over money, handing over clothes, handing over things to people, random people. They don't even know these people. And these people, the joy they experience in giving and in receiving as well. These people who receive are almost in tears that there's an angel who's just come down on them and given them something. Maybe it's money, maybe it's food, maybe it's a walking stick, anything. I think it's really time that we become more kind, because you know what? Kindness is so beautiful, and it makes you feel so good inside, and it makes you feel so loved and loving inside. Because you know, as soon as you start loving yourself and being kind to your own self, you start becoming kind to others as well. Start with yourself. Start being kind to yourself. Start being loving to yourself as much as possible, because this is the person who stays with you 24/7. So as soon as you start loving this person, you're going to start loving other people as well. Then with that, I'm going to end my video. Keep on loving, keep on sharing, keep on caring, and keep on spreading those little magical stars of giving and caring and hugging. I'm hugging you virtually now, and I love all of you so much. Till the next time again, I'm going to see you with another video.